Hello, hi Ajinkya, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm also good, thank you. Welcome to everyone and welcome Ajinkya. So, why we are today here and what we are going to discuss, as we announced earlier, that we are going to discuss with the breaking the barrier people, like people Ajinkya and so many others who really trying hard to make to prove themselves, not to prove people, to prove that they can beat the challenges, they can do something different. They in their 4 year of journey of college and engineering, they are doing a lot in terms of to learn practical implementations of their engineerings, and they wish to change the world. Like that is what they are doing, and there are several colleges, like more than 400. They are trying their best out of 4,300 plus faculty colleges. So this why we are doing these sessions. Out of 4,300 mechanical engineering colleges, only 300 or 400 colleges are able to design and manufacture a complete vehicle. What about others? And as we all from the colleges, we have been into our colleges. We always, when I was into college, I was wishing that I could make the vehicles. And then after we entered into this, there were so many problems, like managing the finance, managing the teams, and like deciding at the event where we have to go, what can benefit us. And again, after that, there was the questions: will it definitely help us where we are going? And like we, if we are going to arrange 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs rupees and participate into events, how it is going to support us, and how we why we should do it. And these are not the questions which we used to ask by ourselves. There are several others as well. Like our first designs, I remember into my college days was like, so everybody was making fun of our team that what exactly it is, and then after we tried our best to prove like we can make it better, and then we did it. We were the top fifth in in an event and out of 100. So then after people started realizing, and then that yes, they can do something. And then after it happened, like when we entered into final year, some of team members placed into somewhere some good companies. So they realized that it should be, these are the activities which should be into the college, so that student, what are the students getting, they realize their communication skills, their managerial skills, what companies admires, what are the things are different from other students. So for that only we are here to have a word with the various like Ajinkya, and we'll have a word with different teams one by one. So we are starting this journey with Ajinkya. So Ajinkya, can you tell us about your journey, how it started, and why we start? Why did you start this journey? Like why you entered into these teams? How fascinating it was.
Okay, yeah. Sure. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, first of all. So to get started with me, I think I should start with my team first. So we started our journey from PVG College, and the first team that was ever formed, the team Conquistador, which was created, like inceptuated, was in 2013, which then went on to participate in the competitions that were held in 2014. So from there, like we have a really great history. Like to encapsulate it all in one half an hour or 2 hour session would be really small. But to give the pointers was that we first built our ATV in 2013, and the first ATV that was ever built was actually around 400 kgs. Like it was a really heavy vehicle, because I shouldn't really go into the details, but the thickness of the pipes was very great. Like the factor of safety, that is very important. Like I go by this philosophy that whenever you're manufacturing an ATV, you should always focus on the safety, then the performance, then the other things that trickle down, right? So they did the right thing. They went for the safety, but it was so overly safe and it was so heavy that it didn't really perform. Like it was a good vehicle at the time in 2013. From that, of course, there is a continuous improvement. So next year the ATV was 210 kgs, and then like from there we went on to improving. I think our highlights actually started in 2015 till 2018, I would say, where we were completely focused on improvements and innovation. Um, the batch that like I really look up to was the people who were from 2015 to 2018 that took up our team to great heights. And like whenever I meet people from those batches, like my seniors, their first question is like, "What innovation are you going to do in this ATV? What are your innovative points? What are you going to improve on? What are your learning points?" Like those things. So yeah, Team Conquistador, like those were the golden days. And after that, of course, COVID hit, but we also had a few issues. Like as you know, exams and all the other things clashed between our teams because we are not only just team members, we are also students. So managing both of these lives is really tough. And there were a few hiccups, and that's why the team kind of fell off during the pandemic. And then now we are back again with full force. So we just finished our 2022 event of Baha, and now we are taking all the learnings that we have learned from the Baha event, and then we are going to, implementing into this our ATV, the SV22. SV stands for Super Veloz 22, which is this year's ATV, and then we will be completely ready for ATVC event.
Great. So, great. Like this is what things change. Like why, how we start, and what happened after this initiation. Because it's always risky to take a initiation. Like whether we are going to succeed or not. Like see, like your journey, your college journey started from your team college journey started from 2013, and then you are just continuing that legacy, and it's very hard even continuing that legacy as well because every year you have to manage other things. You have to define the teams because teachers say, "Hello, teams are going to pass out, and again teams going to break." Then initiate those initiatives. Like when I was into college and like we are inviting the event, so we all are like into ATVC team. We always used to ask, hear a question, "Sir, I'm not able to farm a team. I'm not able to manage the finance." That initiation is very important. So those teams who are going to start their journey or who are wishing to start, what exactly you want to tell them, like how they can keep motivate themselves to make a right team. Like you are a captain, so you understand how to manage those things with the proper motivation, so that you do not let you down yourself as well, do not get demotivated by others, and keep motivating to others as well. So how you keep those things into your mind, and how your team captains, early team captains, keeping that legacy.
Okay, yeah. So definitely, the first thing I would like to say is that before imagining or before starting to build an ATV, a captain, a managing team, anything, a team has to first, like the captain has to make a team which will then go on to manufacture an ATV, right? You can't just jump to the ATV part. You have to first build a team. There should be some team bonding. There should be proper communication between all the departments. You can't just go and form the five main departments like steering, braking, powertrain, etc. Not just the main departments. You have to also create the environment. Like you have to have other departments, such as you have to have management departments. You have to have sponsorship departments. You have to create an environment. It's like you're managing a company, a small startup company, and you have to take care of everything. And of course, like I was fortunate that when I entered Baha, the team was actually already formed, and I just had to, take the initiative from my seniors, which helped me, and then I had to just keep on the legacy. But to the teams that honestly like want to create a team, I would say it starts between your friend circle. Before even joining Baha, I always had a friend circle which was really into all these engineering things and research papers and all these things like that were pushing the boundaries for me as well. So you have to have friends that motivate you, and if you have, let's say, a friend circle of 4 to 5 people now, you can then move on to other people, and then you can gather those people, and then you can form a team. I would suggest, like it has been done before. Some teams might like it, some might not. But some teams, what they do is that they participate in the virtual rounds first initially, and then from the next year they move on to making the ATV, because it is not really that easy to manufacture a complete ATV in the first go.
Yeah.
So yeah. Uh, so step one, build a team first, and then step two, build a ATV that the team supports.
Okay, and how really that COVID hit your team? Like your teamwork continuing from your journey from your team journey is from 2013, and we are seeing one thing into these times right now, like in 2022 teams are, once we used to have a word with them like what is going on, what are your plans, what exactly, how is your team. So they have a very question, very one question always, that sir, due to COVID we, our team is broke, like we are not working the way we were working earlier. And that is very big question, because the number of team earlier before the COVID, the number of team currently are less, and the difference, because the graph was going high, and that should be, because that practical knowledge should be to every student, and they were wishing to become a part of it. But again, after COVID, it declined. So how you manage your team not to become that journey and keep continuing your legacy? So what was those steps during the COVID?
Okay, so the answer comes in two steps, right? So, what happens is that you have to keep in mind that a member of a Bahad or a member of an ATV manufacturing team only has what say 3 years maximum when he comes in. Like if you start from first year, then you get 4 years, but when you're in first year, you don't really get much responsibilities and stuff. I would say ki 2 to 3 years is the sweet spot, right? You can have maximum of 3 years. When COVID hit, like from there, the gap that was created, right? The continuity is very important for a team to survive, to pass down the knowledge and everything, to keep the momentum going. Like when you do an event, when you come back and when you know everything, that where you failed, where you succeeded, you have a lot of things going on in your head. So you really want to implement those things in your next project, right? In your next ATV. But when COVID hit, everyone got like stuck at home and everything, so which gave really less time, and it broke the momentum of a lot of teams, including ours. Like there were a lot of problems that we faced. Right now, many members of my team don't even have like haven't done the events previously, so like these things you have to keep in mind. But at the same time, you can't just say that let's say someone is inexperienced or someone hasn't really proved themselves or haven't been with us for that long. You can't just deny their talent, right? There is like the main duty, I would say, as a captain is to nurture the talent and to like pull out the untapped potential that the students have, right? So for that reason, a lot of people that I would say are the gems of my group are actually the second years and even the first year students as such. Like great ideas come from them as well. So I think to tackle the whole COVID situation, new talent needs to be infused and more time has to be given to team building rather than ATV building. Because once you know what a person is capable of, right? Once you know each member's positive, like what they're good at and where their interest actually stems from, you can utilize them like 10 times better into your whole team and integrate the whole plan of your team better. So yeah, I think that there is always potential, and as many of the teams must experience that the Baha ATV, like the ATVs and the Supra vehicles, like these things are really eye catching. So people like the members always, like the students are coming to us and asking like what is it. So there is a market for it, there is a demand for it, there is a supply for it. I think there's really a need to optimize the whole flow and then understand the whole situation and then utilize the whole thing. That's how you can just keep the hiccups in control and move forward.
It seems like you work hard to just keep that things like keep your journey running on. You worked hard into, because
Really, yeah.
it seems very clearly why your sentence, your past experience, and your strength, like the way you told it. The other question I want to ask: why exactly you are into things? What exactly you want to do into your life? Like how it is this journey is going to help you into that.
Like personally, or is it about the team?
Personally, like teams,
Personally.
definitely the member are going to change. And they see in the team group, there is a in mechanical engineering branch, there is a students around from 60 to 120, 300, 400, depending upon the college. But those 25 students who used to choose this line, who used to work hard, around 20 hours, 22 hours in a day to complete a vehicle, participate into event. They have to sacrifice a lot. And what is the reason behind that sacrifice? What exactly they used to dream for so that they are doing that? So what is your reason to being into team and what you are planning in future?
Oh, okay, yeah. So getting personal, then see, I joined Baha because I was infatuated with engineering, right? I chose engineering because of a reason. Um, and when you see, like, for this past, what say, 8 months, I think we have been working on SB22, and when you see the thing working, like the hit that you get from actually seeing your actual vehicle running, seeing all the improvements, ironing out all the problems, that is the biggest motivation. But at the same time, the final product is just a part of it. What really motivates me is that the team that I see, like, uh, anecdotal evidence says that for me, a lot of problems that I face now aren't really actually solved by me. They're solved by the team, right? I can't solve all the problems, but the team, when it comes together, amazing ideas are there. And whenever there are problems, whenever there are challenges, when the team comes through for you, when all the things just fall into place and you can rely on other people, and when a person unexpectedly shows off their talent in a way that you didn't expect them to. Like, those moments and those moments of brotherhood are actually what really drives me. Like, I can clearly see the line before Baha, like before joining my team and after joining the team. And yeah, that is what really motivates me. I've honestly, a lot of people even asked me that after, like, a few days before, I had a discussion that can we continue being in this team even after we graduate? Like, is there a way like that? Because we are so infatuated with this whole concept of, like, coming together, being a team, solving problems. That's the crook of it, right? Right, solving problems, being an engineer, and just having complete reign over all the things that you actually you know that it is a really hard task, but at the same time you know that you have built it, right? So even if you face challenges, even if there is some breakdown or something like that occurs, you know that you have built it, so you know how it works. And that is the real beauty. Like, you know, the confidence stems from there, and then you, when you move on to solving the problem, when you solve it, when the team comes together, when the team solves it, that is the real beauty of the team, and that is what keeps us going, not just me.
The one thing I can say very clearly, like we are into corporate since 3 years, 4 years, 3.5 years. We are running our own organizations. Even into organizations, we used to see a people like me and like we have some friends who are running their own organizations too. We have some other seniors as well whom we meet because they are running their companies. And the only thing we used to see into our organizations to our employee or our colleagues or our collaborations, how we exactly think about others, what exactly we think about our team, where is there I or me, or we. So basically, like having a discussion with you, we clearly understand that there is a we into our sentence every time. There is others
Yeah.
before me, and that is what it makes a leader to someone, right? So it's a great that this is what designing a complete vehicles teach you apart from the technicalities. This is what
Definitely.
these are the changes we clearly admire. That is why we love to have interaction with the students. That is why we started this breaking the barrier things, because we wanted to let the other students also know that what exactly changes they are going to see if they are going to be a part of it, and at the same time how they can make it possible, so they can definitely learn from you. So like even into event sectors, how you decide the event, like what should be, like not to decide, but according to you what should be the proper things which should be into the event. Like if you are planning any event, like I'll not name any, but I wish you will not also name anyone. But again, even before starting planning that we should go there, we should plan there, what exactly things into your mind that this should be into the events, and this should, if there is something like that, it seems like it's worthy enough to do that.
Okay, okay, okay. So, first off, obviously, we check what other our peers, like what our friend teams have in their mind. which events to compete in, what they have in their mind, what kind of ATV they want to make. Like before making any ATV, there is a design ideology that you should keep in mind. That yeah, this the vehicle that we are going to make would be the most compact one ever made, or the fastest that we ever made. So, or in terms of powertrain components, it would be the most efficient one, or like anything. You can have at least some design ideology that the all the departments agree on, so that the ATV is concise and what do you say? The departments talk to each other, and so in that regards, I think the tracks also play a huge part because you see, when we are deciding on which event to compete in, first obviously would be the tracks that we enjoy because when you create an ATV and when you compete with the ATV, the main thing would be that we want to see how much we can push the ATV, right? So the tracks are the main component that we think that make us want to go to this event or that event. That would be the first thing. The second thing would be the like the prize money maybe. The third thing would be where it is situated. If it is too far off for us, then of course we can't manage it because, of course, like now I am in Pune. Our team is situated in Pune, which is in Maharashtra. But like let's say if it is too far away, then maybe we have to forego that. Um, Other than that, I think the tracks, like of course, the tracks don't get revealed when we register for the competition, but still, I think it is the history of the competition. If we have been competing in that competition, what others have to say about it, we check out the online posts, Instagram. We have like I dedicated 2 members of my team to check out other competitions as well for a few months, like just to keep an eye out on which competitions to participate in, etc. So yeah, that is how we decide to.
Perfect. And like there's so many things which you guys have to see before participating into the event. And like that is what ATVC thinks about what we should exactly give to our students who are going to participate into the event. Because we, as I said earlier, we literally admire your things like the way you guys work for years to complete a vehicle. And like for keeping that into our mind, we are organizing in conclave as well. In conclaves, we are going to invite specific drivers and riders, Formula 4 drivers, Formula 1 drivers, riders, and event organizers as well. So there is a thing which we used to invite every student of your college, every students of every college who are either in mechanical or they want to pursue their career into mechanical engineering. There is how we can convert our career, how we can convert our passion to career into motorsports. So basically, we wanted to ask our well-known drivers and riders how they meet their journey. So into that journey, the Mr. Sandeep Gujjar from XBHP, he is a very well-known rider, XBHP CEO and founders. Miss Meera Arda, she is one of international women Formula 4 drivers, India's first as well. And Mr. Akshay Gupta, they all are coming to just let the student know how they pursued their career, how they were passionating into the career, in like how they were passionating into motorsports, and how did they convert that their passion into career. So for that only we are organizing in conclave that like around if 3,000, 4,000 students only in ATV competitions, working hard to complete their vehicle. I know and we, our team know that there is a zeal. If there will be a chance, they'll definitely become part of motorsports industry. And if there will be a chance, if anyone can provide that, definitely there will be people who will love to join that. So that is what we are going to discuss with them, and into which we are welcoming all the students of motorsports industry who wants to join this session. At the same time, like the one things I always think, like my team also think about that as well. Why shouldn't be a job fair a part of it? Because final year students, third year students, if they are going to be a part of, it's very hard to get. If we are talking about tier 2, tier 3 colleges, there is a very lack of internship possibilities into the industry, and at the same time job. So why should not be that job and internship opportunity at the same place where students are showing case their skills? Like they are physically presented over there. They are the way they work into the 5 days. Like those 5 days now, it fascinates me a lot always. Like during the 5 days, I can clearly see they start their days by 7 a.m., 8 a.m. And if we'll ask to stay there on site, but for 2 p.m., well, even 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, it happened into last year. And every students were there. They were trying their hard. Even there were few teams who were not able to like manage their braking systems. Into last day, they were requesting that can we go for the another round. And into last day, even they were working for that. So that is the kind of dedications if any industry will see. They'll definitely love to keep those students into their team or their company because they are going to do a lot into their industry. At the same time, as we do not belong from tier 2 college, tier 1 college, tier 1 colleges, and so the number of companies who are coming into our colleges, like from motorsports, like Mahindra, Tata, and others, are not that much easy. So why not we are if we are gathering 100 teams together, so why not organize invite more than like motorsports industry who can come to us, who can come to our platform and see what are the energy students have and whom they can hire and get the right thing into their company. Why not employers would be excited that if that person is going to become a part of our industry or our company, we are going to work a lot and going to change a lot. So that is why the job fair thing will be into our event as well. And I can clearly see their other events as well. They organize a job fair. So every event have their own USP for which we work for. So definitely. So that job fair, I think should be always a one thing into their student mind because they are spending a lot. They are working hard as well and spending a lot as well. So if there will be those things that can help the students' career a lot, they do not have to visit other place for the jobs, for the internships. They can clearly get at a one place. Right? I think what is the last things you want to say who are not who were not able to participate this year because COVID, because they had teams but they somehow it broke down, or the teams who are wishing to participate but not able because the finance or they do not have earlier experience, they do not have idea about the design. So what all this makes you motivated and what you want to tell them that if you'll do it, you are going to definitely succeed.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, you said all the right points that the job fair is also a really great point that we look forward to. And to the teams or to the members or to the students that want to participate but haven't been able to, against their best, trying again, I would say that the competition, like, just keep trying, I would say. Even if it doesn't happen this year, you can do it next year. The biggest important point is that don't do it alone. Don't just have all the burdens on yourself. You have to talk with people. You have to talk with your team members, your friends, everyone, so that they can share the whole your vision with yourself, right? A team cannot function on one person's own alone agendas or his motivation, right? The whole team has to work together and has to be passionate. So even if some teams aren't able to compete this year, I wish them luck and wish that they themselves participate in next year. Or if they can, they should nurture the new generation, the second years, the first years, so that the legacy is kept forward, the momentum is kept, which in crisis situations such as COVID can be muted and can be tackled better. So you just have to keep on giving the legacy, like keeping all the knowledge, sharing all your knowledge on your predecessor, from your predecessors to the coming generation, and just keep the passion alive.
Yeah, definitely. That is going to help the student a lot. And again, as we know, like it 4 year hard work and 4 year dedications cannot be summarized into half an hour or 20 minutes. But I hope our conversation are going to motivate so many people, viewers, so many students who are planning to join the teams or who are wishing to start their journey into their college. How it is helpful, what it is going to make, and what they are trying to believe, what they are trying to make it something different, and it can help carry into their career a lot. So thank you once again, Ajinkya, for being this session, for having this session with me, and see you into the event. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
All
Thank you
the
for giving
very
me this
best for
opportunity.
the
It was
coming year.
great.
Thank
Yes, it
you.
was a pleasure. Thank you. Yeah.